What is up, y'all? We're having another with Espo. I am Espo. It is Sippin' Saturday or Sippin' Sunday if you're watching on Sunday. Doesn't really matter. Thanks for coming by. I'm doing this on Friday. You can't really tell. It's all good. But it's the weekend, baby. We're doing things. And not only is it the weekend, it is baseball playoffs weekend. That's right. We're doing some slow pitch. We got some co-ed on Saturday. We've got some men's league on Sunday. We're going to have a great time. In honor of that, we're doing some baseball-themed cocktails. Maybe we'll carry it over the next 4 weekends because we got some more. But this week, we're starting off with the greatest. Babe Ruth cocktail. The great Bambino. Jeez. The great Bambino cocktail. It is a weird one. And I thought that makes a lot of sense because we don't play in regular ass leagues. They're weird. The baseball's weird and we do weird things. We're going to start this off with 2 ounces of Applejack. I don't really have Applejack, but I have Applejack Daniels. And it doesn't feel like opening because it's sugary. So, we've got our lovely jigger here. 1 ounce. 2 ounce. Ooh, there's a little splashy. A little bit more for good measure. We measure. It's fine. Baseball day. We're doing things. We need 1 ounce of rye. So, we're going up to the rye shelf. I'm thinking piggyback. Let's do that. Let's get the piggyback going on. One ounce of rye to keep her going. Get this nice and spicy. In that goes. Pop that back up. Feels silly not using the pig spout for that one, but here we are. This is where it starts getting weird. We need 4 ounces of milk. Sounds totally normal so far, right? Milk, rye, Applejack. What the hell more could you want? I'll tell you what more you could want. Peanut butter. Why peanut butter, you ask? Who fucking knows? But we need 2 ounces of peanut butter. We're going to kind of eyeball this a little bit. Are we going to eyeball it or are we going to actually pop it right in? It looks like it's about 1 ounce. Scrape that off. Gross. Pop that in again. Should be an Elvis drink at this point with this much peanut butter. A little fried banana in there too, and we're laughing. A little bit more for good measure because it did call for a full 2 ounces. We're calling it that. In that goes my peanut butter. I don't really care. Delicious. Screw all of you. What's next? Yeah, caramel syrup. Babe Ruth was a big dude. He didn't stay skinny just eating greens and shit. We've got some caramel sauce I made up. It's mostly a syrup, right? This is fine. It probably counts. The milk will work. We're going to go a little bit less. We might add a little water to this at the end. Homemade caramel syrup. It's delicious. Very buttery. This is a calorically dense drink all of a sudden. I should warn you, this is serving 2, by the way. We've got all those things. We're going to put the lid on so we don't make a terrible mess that's never going to get cleaned up. So good. 1 ounce of caramel syrup and 1 dash of salt. I'm just going to do a crack of sea salt here because I have this and it's delightful and I like it better. 1 crack in there. Now, I bet you're thinking, Espo, how the fuck are you going to shake all this up? That's going to be thick and gross. Way ahead of you. It's a blended drink. Look at me go. And because it's a blended drink, I think, even though it didn't call for any, I'm going to add some ice to it. Because it seems gross otherwise. It seems gross already, to be honest. We're going to make this a little frothy. Got our magic bullet ready, or our NutriBullet ready. It's not a magic bullet. Same-ish name brand, I think. Shake that up a little bit. Terribly sorry for the audio at this point, but here we are. Gonna blend this up for about 10 seconds and see what happens. I think the blender might be dying. That's not a good sign. And it says to pour that out into the cocktail glass, old-fashioned glass of your choosing. I've got a murder glass here. Again, it says this serves 2. But I've only got me here, so we're doing me. We might have two of these. If it's any good, we're going to find out. Pop that in. It's a little milkshakey. Oh, goodness, that's thick. It's... Fuck. This is disgusting. It says to garnish with a couple of salted peanuts. I don't have any salted peanuts, but I do have some candied walnuts, so we're going to use one of those and pop it on the side here. Because they're delicious. And why not? Sounds fun. Feel like there probably should have been some bitters in this, but hey, who's judging? That is sitting right on chuck and top. Oh my god. Oh, this is thick. This is like a smoothie. You could probably have this before the game and have a pretty good time. Let's give it a try, kids. See what happens. Fuck. Oh, why am I doing this? Okay. It's very peanut buttery, but not in an unpleasant way. It's really just a peanut butter milkshake. Needs more booze. I think that's the easy way to put it. It needs another. I think it needs another ounce of booze in there. I don't really want to use any more of the Applejack. Let's pop a little more rye in there. Stick with what brought us. Oh, the whiskey pig. Let's toss another half ounce in. Probably too good of a whiskey to be using on this kind of nonsense, but here we are. Oh, doggy. All right, where'd that blender top go? There she. Nope. Oh, Maggie's got it. Thanks, darling. Pop that back on. We're just going to blend it down here so it's not quite so loud. It's in. We're trying. We're doing things. Way better. Yeah. 2 ounces of rye would have been a way gooder choice. That's not terrible. The apple's completely lost. I'm not getting any apple whatsoever. Maybe if I was using a true Applejack, like made from apples, as opposed to just Applejack Daniels, which, again, we found some uses for, and it took us this long to find them all. Pop that back over. That's not terrible. This is a little thick. The caramel's there. The peanut butter is like front and center. That's so much peanut butter. Cut the peanut butter in half, probably. Yeah, that's pretty much breakfast. That's essentially a protein shake. Get after it. Not terrible. Anyway, that was something. That's the Babe Ruth cocktail. That's the Great Bambino. Thanks. Let's thin this out a touch because it's a little much. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully you had a great time. I'm going to be at the Diamond all weekend having a blasty blast or just hurting myself because I'm too old to do this shit anymore. Yeah, that's a thing I just did. Cheers.